Mortal Kombat was directed by Simon McCoy mostly, and this movie's out on HBO Max. And this movie's based off of the video game, so that's about it. So in this movie, we have here is our main character Cole Young, who's played by Louis Tan. When he runs into these superpowered beings that has these dragging marketing symbols on them, they go to the outworld to fight against these enemies and fight Sub-Zero, save the world, save the universe, and now we got our movie. I was really looking forward to seeing this movie because after watching the trailer for this movie, this is what I said. This is what I said. I said, I don't know if this movie's going to be any good, but I bet this movie's going to have a lot of blood, violence, and gore. And some people, like after watching it, I actually like this movie, but I think some people think this movie's pretty bad. This movie is bad, good, okay, fine. It was alright, just didn't like it, something like that. I think that's what some people think when they probably saw the movie. And to me, I really like this movie. I like this movie a lot. I love this movie. I actually heard some negative reviews about the movie though, and I was just like, I don't see anything wrong with this movie, so I think that's all. So let's talk about the characters. Here we have is Louis Tan as Cole Young, and I think he's actually being introduced to the world of Mortal Kombat. Even though Cole Young is not in the video games, but he's actually entirely new. Which that's all I know. And here is Sonya Blade, who's played by Jessica McName, who's actually really good, perfect casting. And also we have McKay McCad, whatever his first name is, which I'll just call him McCade for now. So here is McCade Brooks as Jax, who's actually Jax is one of my favorite characters. And here is which Jax I meant to say. Jax has these robotic metal arms, which I meant to say. So, and also here is Joe Taslim as Sub-Zero, and I gotta say he's perfect casting as well. But oh my god, Sub-Zero. Joe Taslim as Sub-Zero is great casting. He's actually really good in this movie. And also here is Cece Stringer, my fault. Here is Cece Stringer as Melina, who's in the movie, but she's not really given much to do. And also we have and also too, we have Josh Larson. Josh Larson as Kano, who's actually really good in this movie, but also he was kind of funny. But to my opinion, he's actually really funny, but I'm just looking straight at him like while I was watching the movie, I'm looking at him like, don't you ever be quiet for like at least 5 minutes during the movie? No. But no disrespect though. And also we have Hiroyaki Sanada as Scorpion, and I liked this character a lot when he says, "Get over here!" And I said, now that's Scorpion. And also here we have to Don Nobu Asano, which that looks kind of his first name is actually kind of hard to pronounce sometimes. But he does look familiar in movies or shows. I've never seen him before, but here we have him as Raiden, because Raiden has these lighten up eyes throughout the entire movie like he had in the video game. And I think that's it. And the rest of the actors, that's it. So in the rest of the actors, he plays the rest of the Mortal Kombat characters who are pretty good. Some of them were fine, some of them were okay, some of them can just not be in the movie all that much. But my only problem with Scorpion also, but one more thing, my only problem with Scorpion is Scorpion's not in the movie all that much. And I'm like, wait, what? I get that Scorpion's in the movie, but he's not in the movie all that much. Like the movie, I feel like this movie has a lot more focus. I feel like the movie has a lot more focus on Cole Young, because like I said, he's new in the movie, which I truly understand. He's actually new. He's a new character. But yep, Cole Young is actually new. So that's all I gotta say. That's enough for the characters. So what I enjoy about this movie is one thing I have a couple of problems with this movie is the action. Now I do love the action sequences, but all the fighting and the editing, like that, what the director has done is a little bit fast paced, a little bit quick paced. Like it's just in a rush to get this movie out of the way. And I'm like, whoa, now let's slow down, let's take a breather, let's take a break just for a second. And I feel like all the action sequences, like all the editing and all the with all the editing, like it's just like going fast and quick. Like I know you'll know exactly what's going on, but all the action, to my opinion, I actually like it, but I just wanted to slow down a little bit with all the editing and all that crazy stuff. But, and speaking of Mortal Kombat, I do have one of the Mortal Kombat video games, but which I do have is Mortal Kombat X. Mortal Kombat X, which I do have on the PlayStation 4, but I haven't been playing that game in a very, very, very long time. It's been a while. I still have the game, it's just that I haven't been playing it in a while. And also too, I remember back when I was a kid, I used to play this one video game. Because back when I was a kid, when I used to go to my father's house, as a kid, this one video game I used to play is Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, which is one of my beloved favorite video games, because it's a crossover between Mortal Kombat and DC, and all the DC characters that we all know, which we all know, actually. So I remember playing that game, and I really had so much fun enjoying that game. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of fights. There was a lot of action. It was a lot going on. And also it was a lot of storytelling. I'll never forget Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. And I said, man, I really missed that game so much. I wish we kept it, but we didn't. Yeah, really good memories. So I think that's it. So, what else I enjoy about a couple of things about the movie, the story's all, like, mostly this movie's not just about, the Mortal Kombat, it's mostly about Cole. I feel like this movie is mostly about Cole Young, which I truly understand he's actually new into the movie, but I feel like he's trying to, like, be, like, the best part of this movie, but he does give other characters a turn, and I said, no, this movie should be about Mortal Kombat, and I understand this movie has our main character, Cole Young, which I understand he's still new. But I feel like the movie has a little bit more focus on him. And Mortal Kombat, I feel like most of the Mortal Kombat characters are getting more screen time, except for some of them who are not really in the movie all that much. And also, speaking of the Mortal Kombat, I actually heard some of the two Mortal Kombat movies from the 1990s, and that'll be Mortal Kombat from 1995 and Mortal Kombat from 1997. I heard both of those movies were pretty bad. They were bad movies. I actually heard they were pretty bad. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to watch them. I was going to have the time to watch them before I watched this Mortal Kombat. But I was like, but when I heard some negative reviews about both of those movies, I said, you know what? I'm not going to watch them. I think I changed my mind. Because my only problem with those, I actually saw the trailer for those movies. When I first saw both of those trailers for those movies, those original Mortal Kombat movies from the 1990s, I said to myself, yeah, these movies aren't that good. I feel like these movies are both PG-13 movies, because they're both PG-13. This one's rated R. This new Mortal Kombat movie that we have right now is rated R, and I loved it. It was a lot of blood, violence, and gore. Gave what the fans wanted, kinda, a little bit. But there's some stuff in the movie that kind of reminds me of the video game just a little bit. But there's some stuff in the movie that doesn't look like the video game. And there's some stuff in the movie that kind of reminds you a little bit like the video game or not. I really don't know. But I really enjoyed this movie. I quite enjoyed this movie a lot more because I don't know much about Mortal Kombat, even though I hope they do come out with a sequel, which depends on how much money this Mortal Kombat, the new one, makes at the box office, which depends on how much this movie makes at the box office. Hopefully they'll get a sequel. Which I hope we do get a sequel to this movie. And I don't know if Cole Young may or may not be in the movie or not. We'll just have to wait and see. Which I'm talking about in the sequel. But I think that's about it. Like everything else in this movie, I think that's about it. I think that's about it for this movie review for Mortal Kombat. For this new Mortal Kombat movie. And everyone else, like I said, all the actors were really good. Some of them were okay. Some of them were fine. And I think that's about it for this movie review for Mortal Kombat. And that's about it. So be sure to like, subscribe. Subscribe, press notification button, follow me on Instagram, comment down below, and I'll see you on my next video, and thank you for watching.